Alright, back again. Had my little break, had some food, sorted out my kids, whatnot. But from my workout this morning, from a dream I had, I came on to do a collective reading. But somewhere along my meditation, it was more so a message for a collective, not just a personal reading for myself. And this card here, it came out in my last reading. Let me just turn this down. It came through on my first reading. It says deeper. So even though I got the meditation that I needed to do a collective reading, there's a deeper issue here. There's a deeper meaning to the energy I woke up feeling this morning, you know. So the first card said, you are not finished, you are not yet done. Dig deeper and deeper, the best is yet to come. Hold on, pass it on. So that confirmed to me that the reading that I was about to do, and this was from this morning, was not just a reading for myself. This is a collective reading. This is also for somebody out there. So far in that reading, this is the main energy that came out. The Lovers, which is a choice. For me, overall, it was all about a decision and a choice that needed to be made. There's going to be reflection in this decision and choice. It's going to have reflection in finances and career for me. Because remember, this is a reading for Empress Earth Wisdom. Yeah. Between now and the end of this month, but I'm going to come back again and do a New Year's reading for myself. What's to come for my New Year's and for whoever it resonates with. Yeah. This is my focus. Always has been, always will be. My foundation. Root chakra, red chakra, my stability, my shelter, my safety, my nurturing, my warmth. My hands well and truly focused on my stubbornness. Like when I set my mind, I set my mind. Alright, so now I've just picked, these are some of the cards that came out in the first reading, that when I was packing it away, because I said that, listen, like there was too much energy on the table, so I cleared it. I cleared the energy. I stopped the video and I said I'm going to come back with a part 2 with a clearer energy. So I've hold the meds, I've done what I've had to do, and I've meds back on the reading, and I'm looking into it. I'm seeing more than one reading. I'm seeing business opportunity coming towards me and somebody, whoever this is reading with, resonating with. The reading's resonating with. There's an abundance coming. This is the first energy that came out in the readings. The very first card that came out in the last reading. And it says here, I ain't got my glasses on, so I'm going to pick out each card. So it says, mother figure, pregnancy. There's an abundance coming towards me. And for whoever this reading may resonate with, there's an abundance, a rebirth energy. It's going to reopen certain wounds, certain trigger wounds. It's going to bring someone back to a nostalgia energy, looking back at the past, kind of an energy. That was the first energy. This is the energy of somebody who's highly intuitive. That's my energy. Highly intuitive. Very intuitive in regards to this next energy. Yeah, that's the King of Wands. I can't remember the first reading of it. It was in the reverse, but either way, King of Wands came out. Yeah. When I used my another deck to clarify the King of Wands energy, it's an energy of abandonment. So it says here, feels left out, codependent, fears being left. Yeah, that was one energy. Then there was an energy here of the King of Pentacles. For the energy of this reading, I understand that this is a cusp energy that I'm speaking about. A cusp between Aries and a Taurus energy. Someone's reflecting now on themselves and their darkest shadow side with this energy. This energy was coming back towards me. If you notice, he's facing that direction, but with a more humbling energy. But this is the reason why. The reason why is because of this Queen of Swords, this bitter energy. This was one of the options of that this King of Wands had. That this King of Wands made a choice to move towards. But it turns out not to be everything that, you know when they say that the grass ain't always greener. But it's nothing that this Empress energy over here didn't know. It's almost like this Empress energy gave this King of Wands enough rope, and this King of Wands, if you go back to the last reading, kind of hanged himself in the situation because this Empress energy was fully aware of all that was going on. But even though this Empress energy was willing to help this King of Wands emotionally overcome this abandonment issues, it wasn't good enough. You understand? But now this Queen of Wands is a bitter energy, and it seems like certain things come to the surface about her manipulation and the things she would do in order to break down whatever relationship was going on with the King of Wands and the Empress. But that just shows the weakness and the energy of this King of Wands, King of Pentacles energy. And that's because of the codependency that this King of Wands needs. You understand? So that was basically the reading. So when I came now to what's coming towards this rebirth energy, this Empress energy with this abundance, Judgment card came out, and these two cards came out with it. So it says Twilight Shadow and Hidden Learning. So again, there's a lot of purple here. It shows that intuitive wisdom energy for this Empress energy over here. Yeah. So that was, and this was also came out in the reading action. So this Empress energy is now taking action towards stardom. Yeah, because the Queen of Pentacles also came out. Star energy, I sensed stuff of that. So yeah, I just want to clear up the reading and then come back with, let's see what else with clearer energy. Now I've broken down, now I've seen what it's all about and who's involved and what's to come and all of this. Let me just break it down. Let me break down the energies that came through in the first reading. So I'm going to break it down with a moon energy. Just setting my intention for the moon energy that's coming towards me, because like I said, this is a personal reading, open book. What's coming towards me in regards to this energy. So it says nothing will come of this situation, void of course moon. I'm gonna get one more. Untouchable, protected. Next card, purple again. It says show the world the real you. Listen, anybody who knows. Bottom of the deck. It says the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. We're in full moon in Capricorn right now. We're in Capricorn season, let me say. Coming into Aquarius and into Aquarius. We're in the time of Aquarius, let me just say that. So this is current energy. This is what's coming towards this Empress energy. This is coming towards me. This is coming towards somebody who's resonating with the first reading. And again, this shows me, this reading started off with, this is not just a message for myself. This is a collective reading. This is a message for somebody else out here. I'm just relaxed right now, so I know this reading is going to take a bit of time. It's going to take a bit of time. I'm just literally relaxed. I'm not even organising what cards I want to use. I kind of picked some different cards. I want to draw a different energy. So I just kind of, within the time that I kind of paused the video and was doing what I'm doing around the house and looking back on the reading, like certain cards I was drawn to, so I pulled them. So I see, I don't know where they're going to be relevant within the reading. says focus. I was trying to clarify, show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. So it says focus. Focus on your passion. This is the time for me now to focus on my passions. Focus on those dreams that I set for myself since I was a child. Again, there's a project that I've set my mind to since a child, and I put it to the back burner for so many years. But the time is now for me to now refocus myself back onto that project, because the time is now. It's set in stone. It's set in stone. There's nothing gonna stop me from pushing that dream. Nothing in this world can stop me. Going back to the last reading. It's time to focus now. And if this reading is resonating with anybody out here who's listening to this, it's a time to focus. No distraction. Allow that bridge to burn, I'm hearing. Allow that bridge to burn. But look who's burning. That bridge was intentionally set to burn, because they weren't serving this energy no purpose. Say it yourself. You give someone enough rope and they're gonna hang themselves. More than one way to reach your peace and your contentment. Clarify for me this abundance energy. Reverse. 2 cards. First card says cycles and invisible. Again, it says show the world the real you. So the abundance that's coming in is the understanding of the cycles, the wisdom that's being gained by these cycles. The cycles of pain, heartache, betrayal, disappointment. It's leading to abundance. What was in darkness is coming to the light. Like, who thought I never had a voice, or even myself, the voice that I kept to myself, it's now time to shine. It's now time to show the world the real me. Clear up any confusion. Alright, that's the energy for the Empress energy. I'm going to do it like this. I'm just going with the flow. So I'm going to kind of do the same thing now for this King of Wands energy. Alright. King of Wands. What's the moon energy in regards to this King of Wands? King of Wands. It says, you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. That's tomorrow. 29th, I believe, is the new moon in Cancer. Beauty. Card number 4. Clarify for me, beauty. What's beauty? I'm gonna pick that card off the floor. One card flew out. Growth. Card 21. I'm gonna read these ones, because these ones I can't get straight messages from them. I was kind of getting the energy here of that not everything that glitters is gold kind of energy. Like what does roses have thorns? So I feel like somebody, I'm going back to the last reading as well, so I'm kind of seeing where it fits in with what I'm picking up here. I'm going to read it from the book though. I'm going to pull one more card. Chaos. Number 9. Something's coming to a completion. More about this abandonment. Clarifying now the abandonment card that came out. So that one just kind of slipped out of my hands. I'm not going to take that. I want to clarify the abandonment card that came out, clarifying the King of Wands energy from the last reading. Along with it, so I see something. Two cards. Forbidden and conclusion. Yeah. This confirms everything that I was feeling intuitively. Not even necessarily coming out within the reading, but just intuitively. With intuitive dreams I've been having throughout the last year. Repeated dreams and repeated dreams. Let me just put it that way, repeated dreams, but the repeated dreams is coming with more detail, more questions. There's something that's taking place in a past life situation that can't be spoke about a long time ago. This is intuitive. This is a message I've been getting for myself in regards to a situation. Something that's forbidden. But that's the reason right here. That's like, you deal with that and you deal with the rest of the problems that was going on here with this King of Wands. In a nutshell. In a nutshell. Let me pull a card. I'll pull a card for this Queen of Swords energy. I want to go back to the King of Pentacles, but I want to pull a card, a Moon energy card for this Queen of Swords in the reverse. She came out in the reverse in the last reading. A personal issue reaches resolution. One more card for this Queen of Swords energy. For me, this Queen of Swords is the third party energy. Tell me more. It says the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Again, there's another Cancer energy here. Full moon in Cancer. Personal issue reaches resolution.
Bluetooth is disconnected. Pairing.
Press the wrong thing. 1 second. There's a disconnection, maybe.
Bluetooth is connected.
This Cancer season is an emotional season. That's the season we're in right now. Who knows? Like I say all along, like maybe my first readings that I done. From the minute I say I'm gonna do a reading, everything is relevant. Everything is relevant. That's why I kind of got my music playing in the background, because it's relevant. I'm audio going, so I get messages through music as well. Especially if it's in alignment with the cards that's flying out. But I'm on that deck for this third party energy. It says it's time to release negative energy. New moon in Scorpio. It's time for that ending, new beginnings. It's time to end cycles now. Somebody's upset here. This Queen of Swords is an upset, bitter energy. Going back to the last reading and just for what the Queen of Swords in reverse represents. I want to pull one of these cards this Queen of Swords, because there was an energy of manipulation and going and trying to win at all costs. That's what this Queen of Swords was winning. That was the intentions that this Queen of Swords had for me. But there was a sorrow energy. There was an energy of, that was the intentions that this Queen of Swords had for me, not realizing the bed that she was actually making for herself. And for whoever it's resonating with, this reading resonates. Alright, what card is this? It says, Ghost of the Pumpkin Patch, count your blessings. Card number 1. Bear with me. Don't know what I've done with the box. With the book in it to read what it is. When I come across it, I don't really want to stop the video again, but I know it's around me. But I've just got so much cards around me right now. It's probably right in front of me and I'm just not seeing it. I was just going to say it's right in front of me and I'm not. Nah, the book's not. I'm taking it out because I tried to. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pause the video. Is the reason why now you're in this bed of thorns. Tell me more about this twin flame energy. I didn't even get a card for what I was clarifying, but let me just get this. Clarify this twin flame energy. This is the energy that's being manipulated. Twin flame energy. This card wants to flip over. It says, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, and make memories. But these are the cards that fly down. So let's see. It says, clock. Need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, progress. And it fell right over on this fair male. Lightning. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, empathy, upheaval, and transformation. Love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So that's either what's on this fair male's mind or what's coming towards that fair male. That's his energy. But let me see. Clarify this card energy. Unfocused, out of control, left behind energy. Tell me more about that energy in regards to the energy of the reading. Heart healing, or healing heart. It says healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. So the card that was clarifying was the J of spades. So in the traditional tarot, for me that would be the Knight of Swords energy. So there's going to be some kind of acknowledgement or some kind of awareness to this Knight of Swords, coward, unforeseen, out of control, left behind energy. Seeing the truth, lies being exposed, and indecisions is coming to the light. That's that heartbreak energy that's being reopened. What's this ungrounded illusion you're good? This is this karmic energy, this Queen of Swords in the reverse, idol, young female energy. This is the King of Pentacles energy, or within the King of Pentacles energy for me. So we've got passion. This is insane chemistry, love each other equally, having fun. Again, it's that whole twin flame energy. Someone's making out that they're a twin flame to this fair male, and maybe this fair male believed it, that temptation from the young female energy. Tell me more about this passion for this ungrounded, long, losing your grip. Hold. It's this card I want to clarify. Can't take my eyes off of it. It's just, so it says number 3, 3 of hearts. So that's 3 of cups energy. Broken engagement, cheating, bitchiness, heated emotions. So maybe there was some kind of celebration that was cancelled. So what somebody thought was going to be celebrated wasn't. So let's see. Tell me more about this 3 of hearts energy. In regards to the energy of the that wants to come out, energy of the reading. Yeah, because this fair male, or this Queen of Swords, but I'm going to say it's more the fair male with the energy of the reading, is realised that this is no twin flame connection, this is a karmic relationship. Fleeting, triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go and loving. It's everything that caused triggers. Stability, security, performance, growth, endurance, flexibility. Tell me more about this poetry energy. Soulmates. It says soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. Stability, security, performance, growth, endurance, flexibility. Someone was just enduring for a reason. They had a reason why they were enduring with this idle energy. Not today. They just look. They ain't got the energy. They, like the card says, someone says, what was the word that the card used? No fight left. Someone's retreating, stubborn, chip on their shoulder. There's just no time for it. They ain't got time for this energy. But they need to persevere for whatever reason. You understand? It says not dealing, heard, avoiding a conversation, cool, personal boundaries, still angry. Someone, again, it's that chip on the shoulder energy. Just looking at what other cards drawing right now. Alright, I felt an energy of like a protective energy, a spiritual protective energy, be it ancestors, angels, the Most High, your higher self. I don't know. Depends on what your belief is in. So honestly, I want to get a message. And I know I've got my ancestors all around me. So let me see the message coming through. What's the message for me? And for whoever this may be resonating with. What's the message? Alright, 2 cards. So it says, dearest you, if you allow your awareness to settle in, you will hear us whispering sweetness and encouragement to you. You will know the truth of things that cannot be discerned through the material world. The receiver for this kind of essential knowing is your intuition, which is not your sixth sense, but your first, the primary navigational system of your soul. You are entering the age of consciousness. That's that Aquarius energy. It's time to accept that the paranormal is normal. Human beings are multisensory, multidimensional beings. Spirit infuses all things, and your soul's job to discover these essential truths here on earth, where we all agree to play. Today, trust your spidey senses, and this is what I say. And I hardly use this deck. I don't really use this deck. I probably use it 5 times in life, so probably first time I'm seeing this card. And I always talk about when my spidey senses go off around certain people, I don't ignore it. Don't ever feel I ignore the initial feeling, whether it's a dream, whether it's an inner feeling, whether it's just a listen. I know myself well enough to know when I'm being given a warning about somebody, something, or somewhere. It says read between the lines, tune in to the stories behind the stories. I tell people, when me nah hear, me I listen. Or when me nah listen, me I hear. When me nah look, me I see. I'm just built that way. I've just always been that way. Like I hear behind the stories. I hear the stories behind the stories. And your world will show you your miracles. Fear not, for we are right here, and Spirit loves you. Trust the invisible, and I do. I got full faith in my Most High, in myself, in my ancestors, my angels. I believe in all of that. Second card says, there is you. On earth, humans learn about life by telling stories and creating new ones based on shared experiences. Eventually, after repeating one often enough, it becomes your main story that you use to define yourself and the world. So to get the answers you seek, you must get vulnerable and hear your story when you tell it. Ask, why do you tell it? Is it really true? What else can be true? Can you see the truth that Spirit is in all things? Do you see how other stories overlap and intertwine? Spirit loves stories, for they are like blueprints for co-creation. So tell the one we know to be true about you, a story of courage, gratitude and honesty. Tell an empowered story about well-being, wisdom and grace. You will experience your world according to the story you tell. So make sure the stories you tell, so make sure your stories you're proud of. So make sure it's stories that you're proud of. Listen, like I said, I embrace it all. The good, the bad and the ugly. I fully understand my story from beginning to end now. Still learning, but overall, I've got the gist of what in my song I put out, my first song I put out on there called What Them Call Me. You understand? I said, you take me one for come up here and share for me stress. But the more I tell me, say, this is for me quest, this is for me mission, and this is for me quest. You understand? I'm not a person to speak my business and talk my business, even as open as do a reading online for the world and whosoever sees it to see. That's never me. My dad kind of taught me better than that. You only tell people what you want them know, and that's what this card is highlighting. Because my next project that's coming out, yes, it's a childhood dream and something I've always said I was going to do. From the age of 6 years old, I said I was going to do this. And for years, there was a blockage within one thing after the next, and it kind of went to the back burner. But right now, it's very much on the forefront. You understand? So I fully get this, and hopefully it resonates with somebody. If this reading is resonating, everyone's going to have their own dream, their own childhood dream that's going to explain who they are. The who, the what, the whys, the wheres, all of that. It's going to explain all of that. And someone's reaching that point on their path right now, this conclusion. Someone's got the missing information that wasn't there in the beginning. The information I never had when I was 6 years old. You understand? I've now got that wisdom and that understanding, that inner standing, that I'm able now to fill these pages. I guess we can see what other cards I'm pulling to. I'm going to clarify. There's 2 cards that come out. That's showing the world the real you. The card that came out showed the world the real you. Tell your story. It's here to encourage not just yourself, but empower others that resonate with the story and may be in a stagnant energy. Where I've kind of understand my journey now, I can kind of move forward. Whereas other people may need to hear that story as a way to move forward for them. It may not be relevant for one set of people, but it could be that empowerment that somebody or a group of people need to hear. And that's the beauty. That's the beauty of even your YouTube. So let's see. What's this energy coming towards me? And every day I move towards it. Every day it brings me blessings. I see the blessings that's always been right in front of me, but I couldn't see because of blockages that was in front of me. You understand? Let me keep reading. It says the collective dream is being manifested by co-creative relationships between your imagination and the universe. So call to the best within you, and weave your world into being with intentionally and humility. Remember that you can't control the form, accept life on life's terms. Remember that you can't control the form, accept life on life's terms. When the goddess Spider-Woman appears, she heralds the creation of the most beautiful dream that springs to life as if by magic. Stay with it. We need your dream to be added to the web of creation. Listen, don't let no one steer you off of your dream, your desire, your passion, your goals. That's who you are. That's who I am. You understand? Alignment message. You must be accountable for your creations, especially when you discover they are not truly reflective of your authentic desire. You understand? Just because someone's gossiping about you doesn't make it your truth. That's their truth. Authentic desires will reveal their belonging to only your ego. It's not enough to turn your back and hope they will go away. If you have hurt someone else, you must repair the break. If you have manifested something you're not prepared to commit to, be humble and release it. The form is really the same as you imagined, and you can always begin again by calling on Spider-Woman powers of wisdom and co-creation for help. Sometimes you might get caught up in the strands of the web itself, only following the one you think is sparkly and matches your wants. But what about your needs? This fosters the illusion of separation. Spider-Woman offers you the alignment task of recalibrating your position. With her help, you can move out of seeing separation everywhere to seeing the truth that all life is interconnected and sacred. Just understand, like, you pick up energy. I can pick up. Imagine I'm doing a reading. This is from last year. Like, things started to. I started to look at things differently. Imagine I can be here and pick up on somebody's energy outside of myself. I'm just sitting down in my room, and probably in one of the lowest energies I've been in when I say lowest, in a state of realization, self-realization. You understand? And the day when all of this hit home for me, it was probably around 10 months down the line for me, where I must have done a reading for somebody, and my ears ring anyway when I'm doing my readings. My ears pop. That's natural. Anybody who does tarot or it's upon energy will feel that it's energy. Yeah, but this day in particular, my ears were ringing more than normal. But for some reason, when I done the reading for this person, I felt the need to say my ears were ringing more than normal. But anyway, the person read the reading and it resonated. She gave her thanks and this and that. And she said, and by the way, P.S., the reason why my ears were ringing more than usual is because she was there. Now imagine that. Listen, from that day, I almost fell off of my chair, because it was so surreal to me how energy is that fluid. Like all of this energy that I was feeling within me around the situation that I was in, and we're going back to last year. You understand? It was all making sense. The pieces of the puzzle began to fit with the help of my oracles. So maybe that's what someone's coming to. Someone's coming to a realization. That's the energy here again. You understand? And believing the invisible from that day. I mean, I had faith anyway. Don't get it twisted. That's how come I got to where I was, with the faith that I have within myself. And what's, you understand? But something on that day shifted for me. And I now see how tarot can help others. Oracle messages, readings can help others see. It also gives the confidence, the drive to make decisions. You understand? That's set for your path to align you for where it is that you're meant to be. What's taken from you it can't remain that way. It's impossible. And that's what I've come to realize right now. It's impossible. Let's see what needs to be surrendered in this situation. What is it that I need to surrender in this situation in regards to this spider woman energy? It's co-creation. I hit the palm tree and it says, surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can do to make things happen. Then let go of the results. Holding on tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage you. Listen, you see, once I put my intentions out there to my Most High, you understand, out there to the divine, to the universe, that's how I talk. I talk to what you understand, to what I get response back in. And within the last 4 to 5 years, me talking and praying and crying to the divine, my ancestors, you understand, the Most High, going within myself, within this energy. Listen, I set my intentions and I let go and I let God. Regardless of how hard the road is, I have faith. From a young child, I received the message from a young child. I never had no understanding to what the message meant. All I understood from it is, don't ever ask why. You understand? That's what I understood. So I've always subconsciously never tried to ask why. I just kind of, it's in thoughts obviously, and the Most High knows also it's in my thoughts, but the Most High knows my heart, He knows my intention. And He knows I'm not questioning Him. I'm letting go and I'm letting God. No matter how hard my road gets, I don't question. I just observe. What else needs to be surrendered? Alright, so it says surrender to denial, surrender to worry, and surrender the idea you can fix somebody. Listen, all of this, you can only help those who want to be helped. And I'm just going to say that in a nutshell. You can't help somebody that's in denial. You understand? Because they're never going to be receiving what it is that you're trying to say, or what you see from the situation, looking from the outside in. You understand? Now, somebody who's willing to see that they have to look within themselves, as well as in order to make change in their life. Now, that's somebody who they're about the healing. They're not about the stagnation. They're about, alright then, they understand that it was about this, but what can I do now to move past this abandonment issue, this codependency, you understand, and fill these pages with positivity, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, compassion, empathy. Listen, stage by stage, I know I can help, definitely, I'm sure of that. But if I can bring myself through some of these darker energies, then of course I can help somebody else. I've got that patience within myself. I'm a listener. And I've got good advice for myself. So if I've got good advice for myself, I can definitely share that good advice with other people. That inner knowledge, that inner wisdom, that inner understanding. Bottom of the deck, look at that. surrender to silence. And I always do. I surrender to my inner silence. I surrender to this energy right here. You understand? And it says, in a quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. Understand and know that. Understand and know that. Yeah, right. Hold on. Stretching for another day. I can't remember the name of this day. Sure, I'll put it. So I'm just trying to straighten it all out. I think this is an ancestor there. Oh, okay. Native American oracle. What's the advice? What's the advice for me going forward in regards to the energy of the union? That's what. And then what is this again? Viva, card number 3. Alright, let me just take the one card. So what it is, I can't bother to get up and turn on that light right now. I'm not going to do it for you. Obviously I've got that much extra on. So I don't think it's right here with me, but I just can't see it amongst the decks that I've got beside me right now. I feel like I'm going to pause the video again and find the book, and I know it's literally around me. Literally. Let me just have a look. I'm going to pause this on the back. Alright, found the book. Let me go to read up. Oh, it's an otter. It says, transformation. Otter represents play and fun, and the unique sense of wonder and openness that comes with true play. A space where make-believe is real and all possibilities exist, as both a terrestrial and aquatic creature, I believe it says. Otter is very shamanic, like shaman energy, and also connected to the mysterious moon, mysterious moon, changeable and exciting. Just as laughter is the best medicine, water as well as play is connected with healing, and so is the spirit of the otter. Otter moves apparently effortlessly from one state to another, a master of transformation, hence oftentimes healing mojo bags have been made from otter skin. The pumpkin is a symbol of rapid growth. So that's the pumpkin in here. Spread like a vine. So it's like spreading the message of how I've overcome certain things. I understand. Taking care. Like making sure it's that detox energy. What you put into yourself is what you get out. Living the right way. So you live in the right way. Expect right behavior back, righteousness back, positive karma back. Karma works both ways, positive and negative karma. But it all depends on what you put out. Like, it says divine, it says message. Dive into the healing waters of play and exploration to find new ways of being. Keywords: changeability, adaptability, transformation, creativity, playfulness, curiosity, dynamic energy, and time frame. Like February, the month for purification. I swear that isn't that the Aquarius energy. Is it Aquarius energy or is it Pisces energy? I'm not even too sure. You have to look that up. I'm gonna look that up myself. So maybe this transformation is coming around the February times for me and whoever this is resonating with. Maybe that's when there's going to be a resolution to this situation, because in the first reading there was some kind of justice situation. The card courthouse came out in the obstacle position, and there was a lot of fives in the last reading, which is conflict within yourself and conflict outside of yourself, arguments and things like that. Conflict within a legal situation is what I was picking up on. But yeah, this is the advice with the otter energy. It's about transformation and embracing that transformation. What's this transformation going in? What's this transformation coming towards me? With the energy of the otter and the spider. What's this energy coming towards me? And whoever this reader may be resonating with. My voice has gone hoarse. I've literally been talking all day. Maybe I need to drink some water. Tell me more about this energy of the otter and what's coming towards me with this transformation. In the reverse, worth waiting for, or maybe something's not worth waiting for, or this is now. That's what I'm hearing. The time is now. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Until this complete healing is got to, like, what I'm getting is something's having to happen here in order for this to, whatever this is, it's right here. It's literally knocking. It's literally knocking at the door. I'm just not hearing the door knocking. With this energy here, that's, or who forever this is resonating with. There's an energy right in front of you. It's almost like you got a blindfold on and you can't see, because there's still healing that's needed to be done in this situation. But there's one card that flew out and another card that's wanting to fall out. So we've got honeymoon in the reverse. It says enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. For me, that's like the hermit energy, like that silence going within energy. Someone's ready to come out now. I'm ready to come out now and show the world the real me. Someone's ready to come out of their shell now and show the world the real them. They're ready to express what it is that they've got to say, because everyone's got a message. You understand? Everyone's got a message to deliver. And maybe now, well, according to the reading, now is the time. Now is the time here. With this card here, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Now is the time for me to express what it is. And not even necessarily in a romantic way. I'm talking about spiritually, emotionally, financially, any way, as well as relationship. Who knows? You understand? This card's dying to fall out. Engagement in reverse. I'm not going to say in reverse because it was sliding out. I just caught it. So let's just take it for what it is. Engagement. It says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So after this complete healing, there's an energy coming in. I kind of picked up on that energy from the last reading with Secret Admirer, but I'm going to pull one more to find the energy that's coming towards me in regards to this. Higher commitment. Passion. It says allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. I'll pull that one more card. Give your relationship a chance. It says work on your partnership. Let's see, could be partnership with self, partnership with another. Who knows? Let's see. But listen, I would take advice. But if it's something that's not for me, it's just not for me. You have to just keep it moving. Like I said in the ending, or at some point in the last reading, for me, I feel a test of the Most High coming. You understand? I've gone through the trials, I've gone through the tribulation. Look at the bottom of the deck, deception. You understand? Am I gonna allow myself to go through again this deception, just as I'm seeing my ships coming in for myself? That stability, that foundation, that shelter that I'm creating for me and my kids. You understand? Has the lessons been learned here with all of this surrendering energy? Surrender to worry, surrender to the idea you can fix somebody. You understand? Surrender resentment. Has all of these lessons been learned? Let's see. So my voice is gone. Oh, there was a deck I had my eye on it. Seeing this in my head. Camera just cut. I just got this deck here. Alright, that just flew out. Alright, let me see what it's about. So it says spirit communication process. So it says spirit is your soul essence. It's the spark of the divine in the center of your being. It is the part of you that existed long before you incarnated into this physical form, and will continue long after you leave this world. It's this very essence that mediums connect with during communication, from spirit, through spirit to spirit. It's a common mantra that mediums use to remember the purpose and process of mediumship. It's the formula in which the energy of spirit flows during communication. It's the understanding that the soul essence of those departed connects to the soul essence of the medium, which then connects to the soul essence of the living person receiving the message. This thing. So it says, in the simple terms, it's a three-way link. It's a three-way link. When this three-way soul communication process is in perfect sync, there's a beautiful and seamless flow of communication, filled with the energy of love and healing. To practice, simply sit across from the sitter who's open to connect with you, or connect with a departed loved one. As the medium, allow yourself a quiet moment to breathe and center yourself. Invite a loved one's spirit to draw close. Feel the presence of the spirit envelope you. Allowing their soul essence to connect and merge with yours. Complete this connection by extending your energy to the soul essence of the sitter. Be still for a moment in the wonderful flow of the energy, sensing, feeling and hearing. Share any information with the sitter for validation. Again, this was the High Priestess energy, tarot reading energy, mediumship energy, audiovoyant, clairvoyant energy that I possess and I've always had within me. And it's only now it's come to light of the gifts that I have, that I've always had, that I've tapped into now, just through that still energy, in that hermit energy. And I'm ready now to share that gift, to communicate in the way that I've been led to. I've always said I go with the flow. I try not to plan nothing. I just go with the flow. Because that's how I believe the Most High works. It's not a controlled energy. It's not like that's just my personal view. Everybody's different. But I go with the flow. I always tell myself, if it's not happened yet, it's for a reason. first of all, I need to understand it a lot more for myself before I can come out with it. That was one of the first reasons. Going back to the first reading that I had done and put out on YouTube, on Facebook, sorry, back in 2000, and I believe it was 18. You understand? Hear Your Calling. 2019, sorry. Hear Your Calling. That was, for me, I thought it was a collective, well, of course, it was a collective message. It was only by card. Just, I put one card out there and I had to download. And for me, I knew at that time I was being called for a purpose, but I had no understanding to this invisible energy that the card speaks of. I had no idea. Like, listen, a couple of years ago, when all this started for me, 3, 4, 5 years ago, I had no interest in tarots, believe me. I always had that image that was painted in my head as a child, that, oh, that's no good, da-da-da-da-da. You understand, that Christian upbringing way. But it's nothing like that. It's nothing like what that illusion, that mind, I wouldn't even say it's a mind control thing, you understand, because I was only taught what was taught to my parents and the generation that I was around, you understand. They never knew no better, so they taught us exactly what they believed to be right, understand. But I always say this: if the Most High's got a message for you and he can't get through to you through the front door in the right, in you know, the norm, then by knocking on the door, then the Most High is going to deliver the message to you regardless, because that's your gift. And as I've been saying throughout the whole of this reading, first and second, you understand, what's for you cannot pass you. Whatever the Most High is ordained you with, no matter the interference from this Queen of Swords energy, or the naivety of this King of Wands energy, or the stupidity then of this King of Wands energy, it can't stop your blessings. It can't stop my blessings. I'm sure of that. Time is showing me that. Time alone is showing me that. So I'm going to forever and keep on having the faith in my Most High and in myself. You understand? I'm definitely going to close it out soon. I'm just literally just throwing a card from each deck I've got around me, more or less. Just going with how I feel. So let me see. Another one I'm drawn to. It's not even around me, it's in my drawers. If I can't see it right, I'll have Empress. Just seeing if it was still recording, because I don't know what happened a while ago. Alright. Clarify for me, please. Worth waiting for. What's this energy? I'm just dissecting this reading. Dissecting the energy. But again, what I'm seeing here, and even what I'm not even speaking on, I knew all of this already. I've been knowing this energy. Especially this young female deceptive energy. Tell me more about this. Worth waiting for. It just wasn't proven. You understand? There was no confirmation. But now that I've been drawn to the tarot and to see the insights to what's been going on around me, listen. My cards never lie. That's one thing I can tell you. And my understanding of reading tarot is growing daily. Like I said, anything that I've been drawn to, or that's been drawn to me, I master that. I perfect that. You understand? I'm an observer, so I will observe and I will study a situation. I'm not one to read the books. I'm not one of them. I will. Don't get me wrong. That's the change for me that's come within this transformation. You understand? I love information. But one thing I've learned to do with tarot is to follow my intuition. I say what I see. I say what I feel. And I pray against any confusion, any doubt, because I had a lot of that before I even came out, and you understand, and doing YouTube and this and that. I used to doubt myself. This is a message for somebody now, because I know I've overcome that. Don't doubt yourself. Have faith within yourself. Trust yourself. Trust your gifts, your determination, your nature of what you've been through, what you've come through, to where it is what you're heading to. You understand? Trust in yourself. Tell me more about this worth waiting for energy. Divine timing is at work. Spiritual strength. Trust me, this is divinely guided. All of this is divinely guided. Tell me more, please, about this honeymoon energy. In reverse. So it says what? Partnerships and alliances. That kind of goes with the finance and career energy, but engagement. Tell me more, please, about this engagement energy. Love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. That's that transformation. Look. Clarification, a whole nother deck now. This is confirmation of the whole reading. Transformation's coming after this healing. Tell me more about the passion in regards to the energy of the feeling. So we've got here spiritual union. That's nice. Wisdom. It says give your relationship a chance. So you're moving forward with wisdom. I'm moving forward, let me say, or whosoever this is resonating with wisdom, knowledge, understanding of why the spiritual growth is taking place, why you've gone through such an emotional time, especially with the spiritual strength there. Because trust me, that energy is no energy to play with. No energy to play with. That Nine of Swords kind of energy, that's no energy to play with. Tell me more about the spiritual strength. Sit there, hope. There was a time when probably somebody was feeling hopeless in a situation. Hopeless, but still held on to that faith. Still never released it, still never dropped it. You understand? Had faith. It says enjoy the bliss of finding the time together in the reverse. Deception and envy. Yeah, something's coming to the surface. Something's coming to the light about how somebody was deceptive around maybe a work situation, financial situation. Tell me more, please, about this transformation that's coming towards you in regards to the energy of the weekend. Tell me more about this transformation. That's that rebirth energy, the endings and beginnings. See, look, it's flowing right over on there. And then this card, throat chakra. That's that communication, that expressing of self. What's this card here? Destiny. Fell right on. Worth waiting for. Divine timing's at work in your love life right now. Divine timing's at work within my life. Because you see that spiritual strength, the 9 card, it's now and the 8 card, so the 8 to the 9. You understand the hope, the desire. It's that spiritual strength. Even when I felt like probably it was that dark night of the soul, I call it the dark cave, was gonna collapse on me, I was protected. I was protected by the soul tribe that I was led to, and that was led to me throughout that whole awakening process of me digging deeper. As the first card said, that digging deeper energy, I was guided, I was spiritually guided by my bloodline, my physical bloodline, and also a spiritual tribe, a soul tribe. A soul tribe. Just through communication. Expression. Tell me more about this spiritual union. What's the message in regards to this spiritual union? That card's kind of slipped out down there. Partake and loss. 3 to the 2. So there's some kind of past energy here, because when you move from the 3, the heartache and loss, and you're going back to the 2, there's a connection that was probably moved on from, that's coming back towards me, or whoever this is resonating with. There's an energy coming back towards you from the past. I felt that from even the first reading. Tell me more please about this wisdom energy. Oh, God, too many cards I'm gonna fly out. Again, I'm the cards on the, yeah. Someone trying to create firm foundations, happiness, abundance, achievement. This is the card that fell out on the floor. So we've got the heart chakra. Understand, the heart's opening, like that was protected. The Most High was protecting your heart energy. It might have felt like things was crumbling at some point with the tower energy feeling like I can kind of feel. But all of this is divinely orchestrated. Certain things had to crumble. You had to feel this energy. You had to feel all of that in order for the heart chakra to be reopened, in order for the transformation and for the expression. You understand? 4 to the 5, that's flowing nicely. Flowing very nicely. Tell me more please about this heartache and loss. Yeah, I more than understand what the cards are saying. Like I said, I see a lot more messages within it. So it says emotional withdrawal. So it was a time when there was an emotional withdrawal here. Look at this card for me. There's a lot to be said about this card right now. You understand? It says financial and material change. You see, when I see the 8 of the green then, because green is to do with your emotions. So for me, that's the 8 of cups. There was a situation that maybe someone walked away from in the past, something that somebody thought would have maybe last a lifetime. You understand? But there was a lot of conflict around the situation. I feel like that's a situation that's coming back. It's coming back around. This is a situation that transformation is going to be brought about within. Tell me more please about it. See it there? Triumph. This is the Chariot energy. So that's someone moving forward from away from conflict, moving from the 5 to the 7. Fast movement. Someone sure of what it is. I'm sure of what it is that I want for my life. So I know I'm moving towards that direction. No hesitation. I'm moving away from all of the conflict and the drama. You understand? I'm taking what wisdom and understanding and understanding I've gained from a load of situations, and I'm running with it. You understand? Guided and protected. I'm going to close up this reading and one more card for triumph. One more card for triumph. Passion ignited. Exactly that. Well, this situation, and if it resonates with you, your situation is triggered. It's triggered your triumph. It's triggered your abundance. You've reset that fire that out within you, that passion, that drive. You understand? Maybe you was emotionally shut off, but something within you, through loss, has come this passion again. And someone's running with it. I know I am. I'm running with it. I'm running with that. Because that's what's going to carry me forward. That's what's going to grow my finance and career. That's what's going to build my foundation, my shelter. You understand? Understanding, understanding the wise things that's taking place in my life. I said one more card in it. Moving on. Again, it's the same message. Same message. So I'm going to just close it up with Rebel energy. Oh, no, that's not it. Rebel deck energy. So Rebel advice for me moving forward. There's one on the floor. I pick it up. No, that is way too much. I need it there. And the one on the floor. So it says, first one out, it says, that project that person, that idea is waiting. Listen, my cards are in perfect alignment with each other. Back of it says, get after that shit. The world has your back. I hope so. You know, I appreciate the support I've got from those who supporting me with my YouTube channel. You understand? I'm grateful for the support, and hopefully I can be supported with, like I said, my project that I'm now working on, or finished working with. I'm just ready to submit it right now. I just want the holiday season to go, because I know everybody's busy with their own personal lives right now, and their families, and you understand, and enjoying this relaxing season for themselves. But as soon as the season's over, just look out for Empress Earth Wisdom. You understand? Just look out for the project that I've been working on, that childhood memory, that childhood project. Again, next card out. It says, you think someone's lying. And it says they are. Plain and straight. I don't need that confirmation. Like, you see where somebody may need confirmation for what's going on. I don't need the confirmation, because when you get an intuitive feeling so strong to the way I get intuitive messages, and then you look at certain reality around you and you put the two and two together, like, it's self-explanatory, it's self-answering. Any more question I ask is just confusion to the mind, especially when I do readings as well like this. I mean, it confirms it. It confirms to me what my heart knows, what you understand. But I've been seeing deception, like, and I endure a lot. I will sit down to make sure that's what I'm seeing, even when I know I'm seeing it. But you see, when time I'm ready to walk away from that, trust me, that's what I would do. Again, this one says, it says you are being shady. Watch out, shit could get ugly. I understand. I see that energy coming towards me long time. It says, stop fucking whining. No one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world, so do it. Of course. We've all got the strength to make the decision to do what's right for our lives in moving forward. And I personally know what I need to do in order to move forward. And anybody who this is resonating with, if this story resonates with you, then you also know what you have to do in order to move forward. And what you got to do is just do it. Go back to the drawing board. Make a visionary if you have to. Set a plan, set an action plan, and stick to it as best you can. You understand? Even if it's not bullet point by bullet point that you stick by, at least work towards one thing every single day. One thing every single day towards that overall project that you have. It's one step closer to that desire, that dream. Let me see, one more shuffle for the rebel advice. For me and whoever this is resonating with. One fell in my drawer. I'm gonna get it in a minute. So it says, you equals tight ass. It says, loosen the fuck up. Control freaks don't get laid. This is not an energy. This is, I believe that's the Emperor energy. That's to do with their energy. This young female, that manipulative idol energy. Yeah, that's their energy. Again, here's another card. So it says, you are loved. You are here for a reason. Don't fuck it up. That's that codependent issue again, isn't it? Needing to be needed. Needed to be needed. I'm definitely going to close out this reading. I'm more looking for other cards to pull. But I'm going to close it up with an angel message. This is how I read for myself. When I go, that's why I don't read myself often. Because when I do, I go deep. I go real deep. And I can never lose my energy, because my energy is my energy. So I can, I can always jump back in. So this reading can go on for days if I really wanted it to. One more shuffle. No, not shuffle. The advice for anything that this is resonating with. Definitely gonna come back New Year's and do another reading like this, but I'm gonna make it shorter for New Year's. Because I believe maybe the intention, like what's to come, has already come out within this reading. So I'm still going to do one just to give it a few days to blow off this energy. But it says relationship harmony. Archangel Raguel. It says we angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved right now. Gentleness. Archangel Sandalphon. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations and environments. Again, people, places and things. What you put into you is what you're going to get out. The cards are advising that you're mindful of the people you're sharing your energy with. If you know you're moving past low vibration, you can't be around those same low vibrational people unless they're willing to make that change and that high vibrational change with you. You understand? But if they're not, then they're only going to keep putting you back into their web of confusion and illusion. Victory. Archangel Sandalphon again. Your prayers have been heard and answers. Have faith. Crystal clear intentions. Archangel Michael. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Again, that's the energy again. I don't question nothing, and that's confirmation for me now that this reading is a perfect alignment for the past, the current, and what's to come, or at least a small portion of what's to come. I see that there's victory on its way to me, and whoever that this is resonating with, there's victory and there's an abundance coming in. See the abundance here? There's an abundance energy coming in for somebody here. Okay, it says keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. Be grateful for what you have, and whilst calling in for more, or for what it is that you need in order to reach this victory, be grateful for how it's even coming in even. Be grateful for the good, the bad and the ugly. And on that note, hold on a minute, because why? I always have to end it on one of these cards. Definitely. So a quick shuffle for the advice for me and whoever this is resonating with going forward. What's the advice going forward in regards to this situation? One more shuffle. That was a side. That's a side piece, a side note. Alright, this is what just flew out all of this. It says, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. New beginning, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Sacred union. It says, honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing for just the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. It says, deep in your heart you already know the answer. Do what feels right. It says transformation. Again, this is what this whole reading, first reading, this reading, which is the second reading, it's got it written all over it, transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transformation and transforms all things. And again, power. It says you instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. That's that energy here with a choice, that test energy that I said is coming in from the Most High to see whether I'm gonna be tempted. You understand? Like this fair man was tempted by this young female, and now is looking back to a situation, realizing that I was always somebody that knew my power, regardless of the deception. You understand? Regardless of the deception, I always knew my power. Now this energy is looking back and with understanding and more, probably I have no humbleness within himself, maybe seen a few things. But time is a healer and time is a revealer. This all had to happen in order for that realization to come about. And on that note, I'm leaving it there. I'm going to upload these and get it up as soon as possible.